Why does the present moment hold so much importance in our lives? It's a question that often goes unanswered as we find ourselves caught up in the hustle and bustle of our fast-paced world. However, the answer lies within the practice of mindfulness, a concept that is becoming increasingly relevant in our chaotic modern lives. Mindfulness is about being fully present, fully engaged in whatever is happening in the here and now. It's about being aware of where we are and what we're doing, without becoming overly reactive or overwhelmed by the world around us. In essence, mindfulness is a state of open, non-judgmental, and non-distracted attention to the contents of consciousness, whether it be a sight, a sound, a taste, a smell, a sensation in the body, or mental activity such as an emotion or a thought. The practice of mindfulness starts with understanding its essence, which is living in the present moment. How can we cultivate a transformative mindfulness practice? This question might have crossed your mind, and it's indeed a great starting point to understanding and practicing transformative mindfulness. At its core, mindfulness is about being fully present and engaged in the here and now. It's about observing our breath, our thoughts, and our feelings without judgment. It's an exploration of our inner state of being, moment by moment. But how does it work in practice? Let's start with the breath. Close your eyes and simply notice your breath. Is it deep or shallow, fast or slow? Don't try to change it, just observe it. This simple act of observing the breath can anchor us in the present moment, and it's a crucial step in our mindfulness journey. As you continue to observe your breath, you'll notice that your mind will start to wander. This is perfectly normal. Our minds are wired to think, to analyze, to plan. When this happens, gently bring your attention back to your breath without any judgment. This act of redirecting our attention builds mental resilience and trains our mind to stay focused on the present moment. Now, let's move on to observing our thoughts and feelings. Just like with the breath, the aim is not to control or suppress them, but simply to observe them. Are your thoughts focused on the past, the future, or are they in the present? Are your feelings positive, negative, or neutral? Again, there's no right or wrong answer here. The goal is to observe without judgment and accept the present moment as it is. In time, this practice of mindfulness will enable us to see our thoughts and feelings from a different perspective. We will start to realize that we are not our thoughts or feelings, but the observer of them. This shift in perspective can be truly transformative, leading to a greater sense of peace and well-being. Remember, mindfulness is not about achieving a state of eternal bliss, but about acknowledging and accepting the present moment without judgment. By cultivating this practice, we open the door to personal transformation, one breath, one thought, one moment at a time. How can we bring more awareness into our everyday lives? This question is a stepping stone to cultivating present moment awareness, a cornerstone of mindfulness. The first approach is mindful eating. Often we eat hurriedly, with our minds elsewhere. But imagine experiencing each bite fully, savoring the textures and flavors. This practice not only enhances our appreciation of food, but also keeps us in tune with our body's needs and satiety signals. Next, let's explore mindful walking. This isn't about racing to a destination, it's about feeling the earth beneath your feet, the rhythm of your breath, and the sway of your arms. It's about noticing the sky, the trees, and the people around you. It's about being fully present in your movements, releasing the tug of past and future, and embracing the here and now. Then, there's mindful listening. How often do we truly listen, without formulating responses or getting lost in our thoughts? Mindful listening means giving your undivided attention to the sounds around you or to the person speaking to you. It's an act of respect, connection, and understanding. It's about hearing not only with your ears, but also with your heart. Each of these practices encourages us to slow down and appreciate the details of our existence. They help us become more aware of our actions, thoughts, and feelings, and how these shape our interactions with the world. But remember, present moment awareness is not about judging or changing anything. It's about observing, with a gentle and open curiosity, what is happening right now. It's about understanding that each moment is unique, irreplaceable, and worthy of our attention. Cultivating present moment awareness is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of learning and unlearning, of being and becoming. And this journey, though it may be challenging at times, is also profoundly rewarding. The more we practice present moment awareness, the more we can experience the richness of life. So let's take a moment right now to just be, to breathe, to feel, to listen, to exist. Let's cultivate present moment awareness and discover the beauty of the here and now. How can mindfulness help us in self-exploration and inner inquiry? Embarking on a journey of self-exploration and inner inquiry can be daunting, but mindfulness, a gentle guide, can light the way. By cultivating an attitude of curiosity and openness, mindfulness invites us to step back and observe our inner world, turning the lens of our attention inward. Picture this: each thought, emotion, and behavior is like a drop of water in a vast, intricate river. If we try to grasp at these drops, they slip away, elusive and transient. But with mindfulness, we become observers on the riverbank, watching the water flow by. We're not trying to change its course, merely observing, understanding its ebbs and flows. In this space of observation, we begin to notice patterns. Maybe we see patterns of self-doubt, or perhaps patterns of joy and resilience. We might notice how certain thoughts trigger specific emotions, or how our behaviors are often reactions to these emotional states. This is the beauty of mindfulness. It allows us to see these patterns clearly, without judgment or criticism. Now, understanding these patterns is not an end in itself. It's the starting point for personal growth and transformation. Once we understand our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, we can then choose how we want to respond to them. Instead of being carried away by the river, we can decide when we want to dive in and when we want to stay on the shore. This shift from being reactive to being proactive is empowering. It puts us in the driver's seat of our lives. And this is not a one-time process. It is a continual practice of self-exploration and inner inquiry. So how does mindfulness help us in this journey? It creates a space for us to explore ourselves, to understand ourselves better. It gives us the tools to navigate our inner world, leading us towards a path of self-understanding and self-improvement. It reminds us that we are not our thoughts, emotions, or behaviors. We are the observer, the one who notices, the one who chooses. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for self-exploration and inner inquiry, leading us towards the path of self-understanding and self-improvement. Opening. How can we incorporate mindfulness into our daily routines? Incorporating mindfulness into our daily lives may seem like a daunting task, but it doesn't have to be. It's simply about creating moments of present moment awareness throughout your day. Let's explore some practical ways to make this happen. Firstly, consider utilizing mindfulness apps. These digital tools are a great way to guide your mindfulness practice, especially if you're new to the concept. They offer various mindfulness exercises, meditations, and reminders to help you stay focused and present throughout your day. Next, setting mindfulness reminders can be particularly beneficial. By setting reminders on your phone or computer, you can create prompts to take a few moments to breathe, observe your surroundings, or simply be present. This is a great way to break up the day and bring you back to the present moment. Practicing mindfulness during routine tasks is another excellent way to integrate mindfulness into your daily life. Whether you're brushing your teeth, washing the dishes, or commuting to work, these are all opportunities to practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the sensations, the movements, the sounds. It's about fully immersing yourself in the activity, not letting your mind wander to the past or the future, but staying rooted in the here and now. Lastly, cultivating mindfulness in relationships can create deeper connections with the people around you. When interacting with others, try to be fully present, listen attentively, observe their emotions and reactions, and respond with thoughtfulness and compassion. Mindfulness in relationships is about truly seeing and understanding the other person, not just hearing them. Remember, mindfulness is not about emptying your mind or achieving a state of eternal calm. It's about paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. It's about embracing each moment as it is, not as you wish it to be. Closing. Integrating mindfulness into our daily life can make each moment more meaningful and fulfilling. With mindfulness, every mundane activity can become a moment of joy, and every interaction can become a moment of deep connection. So, let's start integrating mindfulness into our daily lives and see the difference it makes. How can setting intentions guide our personal transformation? The answer lies in the power of intention. It's like a compass, guiding us through the vast ocean of our mindfulness journey. When we set clear intentions, we create a roadmap for our transformation. They are the beacon that lights our path towards self-discovery and growth. Imagine intentions as seeds. Each seed carries a potential for growth. When we plant them in the fertile soil of our minds, they begin to sprout, grow, and eventually bloom into the reality we desire. It's through setting these intentions that we shape our experiences and cultivate the transformation we seek. Intention setting is not about striving for perfection or achieving an unrealistic ideal. It's about aligning our actions with our values, celebrating our progress, staying motivated, and remaining open to new possibilities. In the world of mindfulness, intention is the guiding star. It keeps us focused, driven, and resilient in the face of challenges. Setting clear intentions can guide us in our journey of personal transformation through mindfulness.